All right, so we are moving from confusion to confidence, and we do that when we stop allowing exercises to happen to us, which means that we have agency over the movement. And when we have agency over a movement, we are better able to tap into our feelings around it and then be able to discern if a movement that's given to us by a fitness professional or a well-meaning friend or person is actually something that is going to work for us. So we're going to use a version of this sort of donkey kick as an example. So this exercise is very glute and core oriented, and I like a yoga block here. When I get into this position, we're gonna push my knee up. Now, when a lot of people approach this exercise, they approach it this way, right? So naturally, as I'm kicking my foot up, my stomach wants to move to the floor and I want to arch my back. However, when I do those things, I'm going to lose the connection to my glute. That's why a lot of people complain of lower back contraction, i.e. lower back pain when they're doing these particular exercises. So with that being said, I need to stabilize the pelvis. So I'm going to look for a neutral pelvis. Now, I actually would just put one hand on the floor. When I do this, I'm slowly going to push that foot toward the ceiling, and I'm going to wait to feel the contraction of the glute. Now, we discussed lever length the other day when we were talking about our lateral raises. I can also use those, what normally would be ankle weights. I could piece them together, put them around my upper leg. So what this is going to do is it's going to use load more closely related to the muscle that I'm working. So a lot of times at a gym, you'll see machines where the bottom of the foot is making contact with a plate that pushes up. This is a long communication from that foot to the glute. So now I'm shortening that communication and I am placing the weights closer to the muscle that I want to contract. Now, this may appear as if it's going to be a harder movement, but this actually may be an easier movement because of the weight on the leg. I am now stabilizing the pelvis. So the weight is actually working for me, right? So when I do these things, I find that I move from confusion to confidence because now I understand where a contraction is supposed to be. So when I approach other exercises that are supposedly glute oriented, I can make the best decision as to whether they really are or they aren't.